Everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is part two of a two-part video talking about traveling to Europe, traveling to Switzerland, and being a tourist over here. So my recommendation for you, and I've already spoken about a lot about this in the very first part of this video, and that is to travel light, okay? Don't carry a bunch of baggage with you, a bunch of clothes, a bunch like that. If you really need something, you can obtain it here, and you can obtain it at a decent price. Not all too expensive, but it depends on, you know, what you're into and what you're after. My suggestion, again, like I said, coming over here was come over here as light as possible. Carry yourself just a backpack, nothing more than a 30-liter. You don't need a 60-liter pack with the kitchen sink in it. And, you know, wear what you're going to wear, and then have some backup behind you. And then if you have some cash, or, you know, you have a credit card, you can purchase yourself something if you absolutely really need it. So what we're going to talk about here is what I suggest you carry. And this is just a 30-liter pack, 35-liter pack. This is a Camelback, okay? I took the water system out of it. You can leave it in if you want to. I'm just not a big fan of it. And quite often nowadays with the liquids, that can be a little bit of a pain in the butt when it comes to flying. Also, I can get this right into my overhead without any problem. So I won't have any problem. It'll be a lot easier to carry. So what I said, if you look at this pack right here, this is a multi-storage pack, has some zippers on it. I'm not a big fan of it, but in this situation, it works out really, really well, okay? This thing right here is, it's not too heavy. It's under, I would say it's probably around maybe 7-8 pounds, maybe less than that. But then you're gonna add, if you need to add some water to it, this kind of stuff. Now, so what I have in it right here, I'm gonna show you what we have, what I suggest you carry, okay? And if you know me and you know what my suggestions are, they're always carry the 10 essentials, okay? With that being said, one of those 10 essentials could be problematic. Maybe two of those 10 essentials could be problematic, and we'll talk about that. The first one is pocket knife, okay? Carry yourself a pocket knife, but if you do carry one, if you can get it over here, you gotta check it out to see if you can get yourself maybe a Leatherman or a Swiss Army knife. Now, if you don't have a Swiss Army knife, wait till you get over here and purchase yourself one. You can get them for really inexpensive money, and they are pretty good knives that can do just about everything. I suggest you get the one that I can't remember which one I have, but I'll show it to you. And you've seen it in so many of my videos. This is it right here. I keep it in my pockets right here. It goes everywhere I go, okay? And carry that. You can stick it inside your backpack in the overhead compartment. You know, right now I don't know the entire situation when it comes to flying with pocket knives, but you have to check it out. Another thing that might be problematic are batteries, okay? If you can fly with batteries, that's great, but quite often they don't allow batteries to be flying, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. But if you can fly with, you know, take some batteries with you, you know, and you need those for some of the stuff that we're going to talk about in here. And the last thing is, if you're carrying any kind of specialized medication that you may need, or this kind of stuff, be aware that some of that stuff they may not allow you to take with you in Switzerland. So, and that's going to be within your first aid kit. But we'll get there in a second. Now, first thing I've got on this bag right here is, if you look at the way it looks, I have a carabiner here. It's a plastic one. It's quite strong, and I can put my hat on that if I need to, okay? Also, on the outside, I have a compass and a thermometer on it. Comes in handy, especially the compass can come in handy. And this right here is for my glasses. I can quickly, it's a little shimmy for cleaning your sunglasses or whatever, okay? And I just had that hooked up on and that just goes sort of like that, okay? On the inside of this, sort of this pouch right. And this pouch right here, what I like about it is it's an extendable part of the extendable pouch. You can just open this right here up, right here, which you do if you're going to get into it anyway. And then you can stick things inside of here if you need to. So any kind of extra stuff, you have something that you need to dry if you're still on the hump, on the run, then you can do that with it, you know. But it's right here. What I like about this package, I can attach things to it if I need to, and it's a good color. I like grays and greens. They sort of blend in a little better and don't look so military, and don't look so, not so flash, so bright. But let's go over what I got here. Well, on the outside here, you don't have to have a Nalgene bottle, but this is a Nalgene with a cup. And the reason why I have it, because it has the cup, but I got that with me here. I've got, you know, it's a titanium cup, which is quite lightweight. Try to watch out as much as possible. The reason why I have this is because sometimes, you know, you might want to drink something, or you want to share a drink with somebody, you know, if you want to dip something out or whatever, you can use it. You want to heat yourself up real quick, some coffee, or you want to get some coffee and you don't want to use only these plastic cups or something like that, you have one with you and it comes in handy. So this is a 1 liter bottle. This right here is the Nalgene bottle right here. So I definitely recommend that, okay? On the other side here, I have my first aid kit. I keep it inside of now I've taken it out of the red little pouch because I didn't like it too much. I got it inside of a little, here's actually an Exped pouch right here. You can get other companies that make these little waterproof pouches, highly water resistant. I have some meds in here, and I have latex gloves. I have all the little medical stuff that I may need. It's a Bobo kit, okay? This is not a trauma kit. I don't carry a trauma kit with me because I know how to deal with trauma without having to have all the trauma stuff, okay? And I don't need a pair of shears because I have a little pair of scissors on my knife, and I have the knife itself. I can cut through something if I need to, but also, you know, but I have the basic stuff that I need for myself as a personal kit, Bobo kit, all the little, you know, little lefts and rights, little things that you need in here, including a mask. So it's right there. So that's another item that I have. Also on the outside here, I have a big pouch right here, and inside this pouch right here, I carry what you see here, okay? I've got a pair of gloves with me because it could get cool out, or you could maybe need something to protect you. Even in the summertime, you might do something. So I always carry a pair of all leather gloves. You can carry what you want when it comes to gloves. Even if it's wintertime, carry yourself some winter gloves. Also in here, I've got a, what I call, it's a general purpose kit. And inside the general purpose kit, you can see a lot of my videos. I have a flashlight in here, a headlamp in here with extra spare batteries. I even have a rescue or a whistle. I have a little fire starter here with matches. I have some paracord in here, and I have my headlamp in here, and I have a little sewing kit, and I have also a lighter in here also. So all that stuff's inside of here. It's a little bag I made myself. You can put it in whatever you want to. This just happens to work fine for me. I like doing it that way. Also in the bottom right here, and it's part of the first. It's also part of the first aid kit, but I've taken it out because I want to be able to have access to it quite easily without having to pull my first aid kit out. And that is some sun cream lotion. In the summertime, it gets hot here also. You want to protect yourself, so this right here comes in handy. That's all that's in that part of the pocket. Now, in the upper part right here, I do carry, this is like an extra wallet right here. Inside of here, I have some documents in here that are folded up. I have some money. I have information that I may need inside this. I can carry it around my neck, and it's very simple to get into. It's like this little plastic wallet. It pops open, and I have what I need in here. I happen to have Florence in here, and I have credit. I have, you know, extra cards, this kind of stuff. They're all built inside of this right here, and so that's what I carry. So also I have marker, pen, pencils. I carry a regular writing pen with an eraser on it. This is a marker right here if I need to write something down. This is a small little gray finer marker. It's not so in your face. I like it to carry that. You can carry whatever you want when it comes to that. I have part of my charging system in here with a USB charger here, and this is for Europe or Switzerland right here. So that's another thing you got to be aware of. Your charger may not work here. Although, you know, over here it's a 220. It's not, you know, it's a 220. So be aware of that. It's not going to be I think it's a 120 or 115 in the States, something like that. Anyway, this I have is called the Ace of Spades, and it's actually you don't have to carry this. This is a high density plastic I've had this right here for over almost 40 years now, and I slip it in my back pocket. It's undetectable unless someone's searching you, but I put it inside the bag right here for the traveling part, and if I were to need it, it's there. Okay, it's a little bit of a defensive thing, but you don't need to carry that, but it's up to you. All right. What else I have in here? I have another part of this pocket right here with a zipper on it, and inside of it here I have these are some in a little waterproof container. Do some lenses for my telephone. I'm not carrying a regular camera with me. I'm just going to carry my phone, and this right here is a wide lens and a close-up lens right here. So I carry that, and then also in here I have a spoon. You never know, you know, instead of You never know if, you might need a spoon. You may not always be able to have access to them. I don't like carrying these little plastic ones that break very easy. And this right here is a plastic one right here. It's fine. Then I have a real compass with a mirror on it that I carry. And I have a notebook with another little small pencil inside. This right here is a Write in the Rain. And I carry this right here with me in case I need it. Now, that's all that's on the outside of this thing. So let me zip this right here up a little bit here, close it up, and then we're going to repack it. Everything's inside here. There's nothing that's not in here. Now, at the top of my pack here, let me open up a little bit. I have a pocket, and this pocket right here inside of it, I have my sunglasses, okay? Or you can also put your reading glasses in, but your reading glasses I usually put in the pocket. So I have my sunglasses, which I can easily pull out, and if I need them, they're there, okay? And because sunglasses is part of the 10 essentials that I carry with me, along with a cap and this kind of stuff. Now, on the inside of the pack, and this pack here opens up pretty well, like this right here with a zipper. I have, on top of everything, I have a high vent. This is a high vent North Face jacket. It folds up even tighter than this right here, but I have this right here with me. Okay, in case it rains, I can throw it over me. Also, it protects you from the wind. I also have like a shemag or a shemag and this is one that I actually made myself. I got this tissue when I was in Malaysia, a huge piece, and I cut it in half, and I made 2 of them out of it. So this right here, I can put it around my neck, put it over my head, something like that, and keep me warm. And you can use it if you're sweating, something like that. You can wipe it down. So what I did, I've washed it really well. It's a cotton material, so you can use it sort of like a towel, okay? Also in here, I have all my electronic stuff, my charger. This is a big charger system right here. You've seen it before in some of my videos that I use right here. It's got a solar panel built into it. I can put the solar panel on the outside of my rucksack and recharge this right here. It takes a long time, but whenever I go into some place, I just pull this out with the cables and I charge the entire system. If I'm staying in a hotel or an Airbnb, even on the train, you can do that. So while you're on the train here in Switzerland, they will have charging mounts. You can charge your telephone, and if you've been using it here, you can recharge just by plugging it in, and you have USB. So that works very well for that. Also in here, I have my toiletry kit right here. Everything from toothbrush to soap, skincare stuff if I need that. Insect repellent. I have these little small round towelettes in here. You just put them in a cap full of water after you pull it out, and you can wipe yourself down with it. And I have some soap in here. You can put some laundry detergent in here also, little packets of it. So if you want to wash your stuff, you don't have to buy a big something, that kind of stuff with it. And this is a mesh bag, sort of waterproof, water resistant, that I have. And I keep all this stuff inside of it. I even have some toilet paper in here, lip balm, shower gel, and some hand sanitizer in here also. All that's inside of here. Also in here, I'll have this big orange bag or whatever bag I have, and that is a waterproof bag because inside of it I'm going to carry my spare clothing. So let me pull this out. Now the backpack is empty, okay? Completely empty now. Now the whole time I have all this stuff in it, I still have room for other stuff I want to buy. So this is a very basic amount of stuff that I can get away with. Okay, I'm going to wear a t-shirt and underwear and socks and pants, my belt, and this shirt, and maybe have the cap on my head, maybe not. Okay, have my watch on me, have my wallet and that kind of stuff with me and documents. But then inside of here, I'm going to carry some spare stuff. Now, I am a bit of a stickler for some things that just part of the 10 essentials, stuff I carry with me. I'm going to carry also in here, inside my pack, some hiking food or some trail type food with me, stuff I can quickly throw down my throat. I'm gonna buy food when I get here. I'm not going to travel over here with it. I'm going to buy it when I get here. So clothing wise, extra t-shirt, and I suggest you get something that's going to be that dries very quickly, is wicking. Now it depends on the weather. I have a North Face like a sweater, like a polyfilled sweater, and I have this Patagonia. Actually, I have another North Face. I have a Patagonia one, and here's a Patagonia vest, actually. And I can throw this over my shirt or wear it under my shirt, or under the windbreaker or the rain jacket I have here. And I've had this right here for almost 40 years. Also, a really good vest. I just cannot give it up. I love it. And this right here is a really good insulated vest, actually, because I carry with me. Also, what I have in here is I have some spare socks, and I suggest maybe more than one, depends on what you want to do. spare underwear, and you can always get yourself some. You go to a sporting shop and get yourself these are Under Armour. I like the Under Armour because they dry very quickly. They're wicking, and they're not cotton. I don't like cotton. I don't wear cotton, but will wear underwear now because just for the fact that you can actually go swimming in those. You know, you can take a shower in those if you're in a situation. You can do this kind of stuff, but I prefer to have that. Also, I carry myself some gym type shorts. I can use these for the beach or for hiking in the summertime, even for messing around town. This kind of stuff. I can throw these on, throw some other stuff on, and I can pass with it. And the last thing in here I've got in here with me, and this is a Kifaru poncho liner, a Wooby. And I carry this right here. It does condense down pretty small. I carry it because sometimes when you're on a sleeping car, they might just only give you one blanket, or if you're, and I don't like necessarily using these blankets because you don't know who else has used it beforehand, or if you're just in your overnight train somewhere, you can throw this over you, keep yourself warm, also cover up all your gear a little bit, and you have that with you. So this is an extra pair of insulation also. If you missed a train, which has happened to me before, and you're sort of stuck for several hours on the K, you can find yourself a bench to sit down, wrap yourself up in that, and it'll keep you warm. It seems to be, airports and train stations, some of the coldest places in the world. I don't know why, and they're always wet. So anyway, this is basically what I suggest you can travel with, very simple. You can add to it, but try not to take away from it, okay? All these things are necessities. These all fall within 10 essentials also. Very simple loadout, not very heavy. This is a waterproof bag, by the way. And the reason why I carry a waterproof bag is I want to keep everything as dry as possible. So that's also a key thing also. You don't want your gear getting all wet. And it can happen. It can happen because you never know if you're out hiking and this kind of stuff, it can happen. But all these things are really essential type items, okay? I have all my cables for my charging, my telephone, that kind of stuff right here also, but I will carry an extra one, and sometimes I'll just but try to get the same brand. If you have an Apple phone, an iPhone, get yourself an Apple cable and this kind of stuff, because it is much more robust. You pay more for it, but it's much more robust. But that's it, that's all there is to it, except for the documents and a little bit of food. I got it all right there, and like I said, you can easily add stuff to this. As you go along the way, you can buy yourself some extra underwear and this kind of stuff, and it will all work. It'll all work really, really well. So if you come to Europe, this is what I suggest you travel. Okay, travel like you're on a backpacking trip, but not a 60-liter, 80-liter backpack. A small 30-liter pack, not something too military looking, and nothing flashy. You don't want to stand out too much. What I like about this right here is it looks like almost like I'm just in town. I work in that town, and that's a good way to look like you belong there. And the more you can do that, the better. Also, I can if I get over here, rent a bike, and you can bicycle across some areas, and this is not too much gear on you also. And you can always split it up a little bit too, between your pack and your waterproof bag. This waterproof bag means I have an extra bag with me also. Something else I suggest you add to this right here if you want to is one of those small shopping bags that you can reuse time over time. They're in like a nylon bags. I have some really good ones at home. I forgot to add them to this little list of stuff, but I definitely say they're really compact. You can throw them in there, and then you can go shopping. You've extended. You can carry more stuff if you need to, but I just suggest that you carry everything you can in that bag, on your backpack, in your backpack, on your back, and go from there. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped you out, and I hope to see you over here in Switzerland. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and share with your friends and enemies, and leave a nice comment down below, or a bad comment. I want to hear what you suggest, what you do. And this would also work in the States. Now, the difference in what you see here in the States, it's not everything in this that you can get away with in the States, you can get away with here. So make sure that you look into all that when it comes to go online, check out the laws, this kind of stuff, especially for the different countries here in Switzerland, what you can and can't do. Because guess what? They're not going to let you play stupid. They're going to get you. Okay, the laws are the laws, and they're going to enforce them, and especially if they can charge you some money for it. So just be wary of that. And I hope you enjoy your time here. Carrying padlocks, this kind of stuff, I don't think is necessary. And the reason why is because guess what? The thieves over here can break them and get into anything. Something you can do also, and it's actually not a bad idea, is that if you carry some extra stuff with you, and if you're going to exit the same airport you're going to come in on, for example, if you fly into Geneva and you're going to fly out of Geneva again in 2 weeks, you can actually carry a spare bag and leave stuff there in a secure zone. You have lockers there, and you can leave some stuff there. And then when you come back a couple days early, you go back into there. Let's say you decide you're going to see Geneva at the end of your trip, okay, or see Zurich at the end of your trip. And that's what I suggest. Not at the very beginning. You get there and you get out of those cities as quick as possible. And then when you come back, you can stay there. You can have a bag waiting on you that may have some nicer clothes in it to hang out more to see Geneva. So you can always do that also. And you can go and retrieve it from the airport, and then you can, and then when you leave, you bring it all with you. So these are all possibilities. But just make sure you have all the documents you need, all the custom forms, all the and the passport and everything. Have all that with you, and if you need anything else, give me a shout. I'll help you out. You guys take care of yourselves. I hope you all have a pleasant day and enjoy the spring weather. It's finally spring here. You can hear the birds in the background. You see the green, and not getting rained on at the moment, although we got some clouds coming in. But I'll talk to you again soon, and thanks a lot for coming to the channel. Goodbye.